Oh, there's a smoke alarm. I can't reach. So we're just gonna have to hear it beeping. I'm gonna tell you about the time that I accidentally screwed myself out of $17,000 or $18,000. Hopefully you don't make the same mistakes that I did, and beep. So a couple of years ago, I found myself interested in buying a new car. I went to the dealership, looked at their options, chose the car I wanted, and we went through all the necessary paperwork of getting that car. Put down the down payment, signed all the paperwork, they gave me the keys. I drove away. One morning around 5:30 a.m., I was driving on my way to work. I was on the freeway and I was getting into the off-ramp, which also happened to be an on-ramp for cars coming onto the freeway. Surprisingly, at 5:30 in the morning, there were a lot of cars. A lot of people going to work early, I suppose. I'm pulling into the exit lane. Cars in front of me are slowing down, so I'm slowing down too. And I look in my rearview mirror and I see somebody coming onto the freeway going extremely fast. It's an on-ramp, makes sense. But at the same time, I don't think he was aware cars exiting off of that ramp were slowing down. So, of course, the inevitable happens. He slams into the back of my car at probably 50 or 60 miles per hour, sends me into the cement wall adjacent to the lane. At this point, I was freaking out. I had only had this car for 8 months, had another 6 years to go. I was freaking out, and I was on my way to work. I was probably not going to be able to make it to work. I text my boss and I was in a car accident. I can't make it to work. I have to deal with this situation. I have to wait for the police to come. I gotta deal with it. And she says, "Did you find anyone to cover your shift?" It's 5:30 in the morning. I've just been in an accident. I'm not even coherent. Like, I'm freaking out, panicking, emotions going crazy. And she's like, "Did you find anyone to cover your shift?" No. Anyway, the police come, information is exchanged. There's a whole other part to that story I won't get into. I have to call the insurance company and arrange for a tow truck to come take my car to whatever place is going to repair it. I get into the tow car, tell them, the place that we have to take the car because that's what the insurance company told me to do. So, when we get to the place, I go in and I start talking to the person at the front desk. They're confused. They probably hadn't received the information from the insurance company yet. Then all these people started talking all at the same time and asking me all sorts of questions. And I was like, whoa, everybody, just hold on, relax. I'll call the insurance company. This short, white-haired lady, she comes to the front. She goes, "Did you just tell me to relax?" And I'm like, yeah, everyone was talking all at the same time. I was like, hold on, just relax so that I can call, the insurance company. And she said, "I'm the manager. You can leave." And I was like, all right, see ya. So I left. And I got back into the tow car, and the guy was like, "So what happened?" He was like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." And we laughed about it. He was like, "Don't worry, I know a place." And so I called the insurance company and told them what happened. So I get there, drop off my car. A couple of days, I don't know how long it was, a couple of days, maybe a week, goes by, and they say, "Yeah, it's totaled." This is the first new car I'd ever purchased. 5 or 6 years left of paying it off, and they just told me it was totaled. Okay, well, I'll just have to see what the insurance company is going to do about it. They told me usually when this happens, they offer you the current cash value of your car. I didn't know how to handle any of this situation. They offered me the cash value. It was like $17,000 something, or like $18,000. $17,000 to $18,000 in a check. And this is the most amount of money that I'd ever seen at one time. Wow, $17,000, $18,000. Have to pay off my car loan. I go to the bank, I deposit the check into the loan account. So I go to the dealership, the same dealership that I went to get the first car. And I'm sitting down with the guy. Here's where it gets juicy. He says, "Oh, you were in an accident and it wasn't your fault? It totaled your car? Wow. Did you use your gap insurance?" Now, if you know what gap insurance is, you know the mistake that I made. And if you don't know what gap insurance is, let me tell you. Gap insurance was something that I apparently had in the package that I signed for when I bought the car. It was included in the loan that I was paying for. So I apparently had gap insurance, which means if your car is totaled or stolen, there's certain criteria. The insurance automatically pays off the remainder of what you owe on the car. Yeah, I did not know that, and it was very, very disappointing. 24 hours prior to having this conversation, I deposited a check that was in my possession to me for $18,000 to pay off that my insurance would have paid off for me, and I didn't know because that's what gap insurance is. So then I talked to the guy and I'm like, well, can I get anything because I didn't use the gap insurance? And he goes, yeah, $700. I can get $700 because I didn't use the gap insurance, but I would have had $18,000. So that was the time that I accidentally screwed myself out of $18,000. And hopefully, if you've heard this story, you don't do that and you pay attention. You can't trust the insurance company or the agent or the bank or anybody to tell you any of this information until it's too late. So you have to be aware of this stuff. Yeah, it was a hard lesson to learn. I laugh about it because there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm not going to do very many vlogs on this channel, but I just wanted to do this one because I feel like it was a valuable lesson that I learned. Every time I tell somebody about it, they either say, oh yeah, I knew about that, or they say, I had no idea what gap insurance was. So, yeah.